What's going on, family? It's your main man, 100 Grand, Kim Blanks Harrell, and we are having a live webinar coming up on Saturday, May 14th, from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the topic this month is dividend stocks. Yeah, that's right. We're talking all about dividend stocks. Those stocks that not only give you your cake, but some of that icing too. So make sure you tap in to dividend stocks presented by Stock Market 101, part of the Bullish Institute's Financial Literacy Workshop Series.
We on another episode of Entrepreneur Kickback. We with the Miss Kathy Gray. How are you doing?
Hey, sir, I'm doing very, very well. I'm all excited because not only do they call me the Kathy Gray, I am the motivator because I'm going to remind you how to get to the top, and that's not being pulled up by somebody, but understanding the game that you got to play.
Y'all feel that energy, y'all? It's just that's how I wake up Monday morning, y'all. That energy comes from somewhere. I would like to know what drives that particular spirit. Like, what is it in you that does it?
Hey, Parrish. So let me tell you, you and your family and the community of audience that's listening, what drives me is when someone told me that I could not do it. And I wake up every day reminding myself, because they said I couldn't, let me see if I can. And what that means is when you a can in your life, which means you have an opportunity to do something. Think about a regular can. A can is only good with the contents in it. So I had the contents down inside of me, and that's what made me. So when you pop me open every morning, that's the fizz that you hear. And I just wake up because knowing that I cannot do something is a problem. But the thing is, if someone did it, I can do it better. And not only that, I'm not there to create an atmosphere, but I'm there to make this atmosphere. That's why they call me the Kathy Gray. And yes, I wake up every morning on 100% plus. So my drive is basically knowing that someone said I could not do it. And guess what? I wake up every day reminding myself, yes, I can. It's just a mental thing. And a lot of times people don't even understand it's where your mind is. It's a mindset, because I was told I was not going to do it. But I told God, if I serve you, I want to retire before I turn 50. I retired at the age of 46. Now I'm a successful business owner. I'm running 3 more organizations and about to launch my 4th one. Why? In the middle of a pandemic. How is that possible? Because the I can is in my mind. Come on, Parrish, don't get me started, because you know I can continue to go 100.
No, we gonna get started, because you said it all starts with your mindset, and you flourished during the pandemic where major corporations took the world took a hit, but you flourished. However, let's enlighten people on how you did that.
Okay, well, basically, I had opened up a company about 7 years ago, and I knew I wanted to do something, but I did not know what that was. But my mind told me, open up a company, sit on it, wait until the opportunity happened. Had no idea. I'm more into technology. I'm a tech head. I know how to break apps down. I know how to build. I know how to program. I know all of that. But what's interesting is that I decided to go and teach school. Taught school for about 4 years. So I taught business analytics. I taught graphics and web development and how to become an entrepreneur. So my first year in 2016, I told the students, in 4 years, I'm gonna launch my own company. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make $1 million within 5 years. They said, oh, Miss Gray, that's not possible. I said, because that's where your mind is. I know it's possible. So let me show you how to do it. And I kept teaching them, build a business plan, create what you're gonna do. There's a process, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is the nights I stayed up trying to revamp what I created, try to rewrite the program that I did, try to understand how does this business do it. And I did my research. The biggest problem with the community of peoples is that we don't read. So what did the Kathy Gray do? I created a business that was solving a solution. So what we do is we transport students that are child protective students. And what we do is we make a killing. I made right at 85,000 in 3 months in the middle of a pandemic. Number two, I'm opening up a day program. I'm gonna make 1.5 mil within 2 years. Number three, my potato business is opening up this summer. And number four, I have a juice company. You think, oh, how can she do all this? Let me tell you something. Here's my mind, baby. I may only get 6 hours of sleep, but let me tell you, I did it because I did not allow people to tell me that I could not do it. I mastered that one thing that everybody struggle with, that is believing in myself. That's what I did. And now I'm sitting in my office. I come in when I want to. I got 13 employees. I'm about to vamp up to make that 19 employees doing what I believe that I could do. That's what I did. How did I get 4 to 5 businesses in the middle of a pandemic? My mind told me it was possible. So if I can think it, if I can believe it, and if I can write it, I understood how to execute it. And I believe one thing, you got to give, Parrish. You got to give. And people don't understand that, which takes me to another thing. AFT, American Flat Track Racer, the young man I told you about that I was sponsoring, guess what? We picked up 2 major contracts for $1 million this past weekend. That's why I'm a little tired. People didn't realize it, that I said, watch this young man. It's going to happen. We showed up. We came in 10th place. We were not upset that we lost because you had to get in 1 through 8. The thing is, the people watched him race. Now we're about to be in the middle of negotiating of contracts. Do I know anything about it? Of course I don't. But guess what? I know I can learn it. And here we are. So that's how I did it. And everybody can. But the thing is, do not allow the negative, which is your family, your family, your family, your best friends, your family. The reason why I keep saying family is because people that are with you see the failures in your life, but they don't see the opportunities that you can make. So here it is. No one in my family knew I was going to do anything. What did I buy last weekend and paid cash? I wrote a check for $70,000 for a brand new Mercedes right off the lot. I walked in some blue jeans and a t-shirt looking sideways, but they didn't know what I was carrying. So when they got to negotiating, I said, look, I'm gonna write you a check right now for that vehicle right there. They looked. But the thing was, I was minding my own business, telling my mind, you can do this. But I spoke that thing. That's how I did it. Not bragging, but I'm gonna remind you, I'm bragging on God. That's who did it. And I got the evidence to show it. So let me tell you, your girl, D. Kathy Gray, not only the motivator, but I'm gonna get your mind right. Come on, Parrish, tell them about yourself. That's it. That's how it worked. And it all happened less than 2 weeks. It's my mind. I wake up on 100. I stay on 100. I get discouraged, but I stay on 100. I tell my mind, oh, well, listen, only way you can ride a bike, you're going to get on, try, fall. You got to get back up again. I get up every time I fall. I remind myself, what did I do wrong? Go back, figure out what I did yesterday that did not work. Come back to today. Do that again until I achieve it. And it's okay. Because if you don't fail, and if you drop a glass and it breaks, you can never put it together, but you can go buy another one to replace the one that was broken. So the question is this cup half full or half empty? It's neither. You know why? Because it has a substance. That's who I am. I'm the substance in that thing. That's where my life has been. I became a substance. And I keep reminding myself, you can do it, so can I. And if you don't know how, reach out to me. I do volunteer and I do give free information because you could never afford me. You know why? Because God gave it to me. That's what happened. And that's why they call me the Kathy Gray. As I always say, if no one told you today they love you, I love you, and trust me, I really do mean it.
It's like a meditative process, if you will. You wake up with a laser beam focus and you just say, whatever it takes, it's going to work. If it takes 1,000,000 tries, it's going to take 1,000,000 tries.
So Parrish, let me tell you something. And people don't get it. And we got to learn to change our mind on this. And I think I shared this with you. I know nothing about transportation. I don't have no degree. I'm not educated in it. I just didn't. I knew. My spirit man told me that's what I needed to do. Now the company that hired my company, $1 billion company to hire my little company, knew I had something, but they didn't know what I had. Guess what? Your girl They called me July the 21st and said, can you start August the 16th? And the first thing came out of what was in my mind, like what? My mouth said, yes. And I hung up and I looked at my husband. I said, okay, Lord, here we go. Guess what? August 16th, we started. Guess what? We are the number one provider for them. They give me the contracts. They send me people who need to work, and they're not supposed to. They don't even know why they're doing it because God opened the door. It was my mind. We're going to do this thing. Going rate here is $11 an hour. I pay everybody $15 an hour. You know why? Because I can afford that. I'm not being greedy. That's the key. Don't be greedy. I'm making good money already. Well, why not share the wealth? I give $250 bonuses every 3 months. You refer somebody, I give you $1,500 if they make it 90 days. And you thinking, oh, that's crazy. It is in your mind because I'm not afraid to give. Because you got to remember what you put out has to come back. How can I go and write a check for a vehicle? Guess what? I'm about to write another check for another vehicle because my company needs more vehicles. That's where my mind is. But Kathy, that doesn't make sense. I know it doesn't. It doesn't make sense to you because you haven't figured it out. Neither have I. But I know down within myself, if I'm going to expand, I got to take the leap. Whether you want to come with me or not, I'm gonna leap off of that cliff to fall into the ocean with two fluffers on my arm. Not a full vest, but 2 weights on my arm just to hold me up. That's all I need. I don't need the whole body vest. And that's how you do it. We always allow people, which I said the F word 7 times, family, to discourage us. They know us, but that's okay. But you're not going to tell me it's impossible. The word says all things are possible to him that first what? Believe. I believe it. I know it can happen. Now I'm taking over. In May, I have to go meet Dallas, Texas, and Virginia. They're giving me 2 more states, but they didn't want to give me business at all. No one knew I was an African-American woman because I did this. Let me show you. I did not have a camera on. All you can do is hear me. Sometimes people got to hear who you are and understand your process. It's not about what you dress. It's not what you look, but it's what you bring to the table. And I brought them, the motivator, the Kathy Gray. That's who I am. There's only one. God could not make 2 because he realized that I was going to be too much to handle. And I know that. I wake up on 100 every single morning. Good morning, y'all. That's what I do. And I'm always excited because I know I'm going to conquer something. What is it? I don't know, but I know I'm going to conquer it. That's how my mind is. You got to tune in. You got to hear my voice. You got to hear yourself saying, you can do it. I know it's possible. Wait a minute, hold on. She said she did it. Well, why couldn't I? I walked off a job with less than $2,000 saying I'm going to do this. Guess what? I'm bringing in $32,000 a month. It's all in the man, baby. It's all in the mind. Guess what? My number 2, I'm about to take it. My potato business, I'm selling $10 a pop. I'm going to make $3,000 a day. You know how? Because it's in my mind. I'm going to be back to tell you how I did it. All right, Parrish, you need to slow me down because you know I keep going and I will go on 100 all day long. This is how you do it.
Because you said you left a job with only a couple $1,000s and then now you up to $30,000 a month.
A month. Matter of fact, let me do this real quick. While we're here, I'm going to share my screen with you because I'm going to show you. Some people say, well, no, I don't believe that's possible. Yeah, I know you don't believe it's possible because I'm going to actually show Parrish so he can actually have a screenshot because sometimes you got to show people. And people say, well, no, that's not possible. I hear it all the time, Parrish. I hear it all the time. How could you make that in a month? Well, the word says the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just, and the just is me. Just because of who I am, that's why it has to be done. And that's what people don't understand. You have got to get to a place, and you have got to get to a place in your life to understand who am I? What am I supposed to do? How is this possible? That's exactly how it works. That's exactly what they do. And until you figure it out, Parrish, you're going to keep guessing. And it's okay to guess, but it's not okay to fail. Do me a favor. I want you to share my screen real quick because I want y'all to see it's possible. It is possible. Give
Okay.
me give me a opportunity to screen share. Here it is. Let me share my screen. Here we go. There you go. Got it. So
Okay.
I want everybody to see. So if you want to see it, Paris, I want them to see. Okay, you can you see my screen yet? You there? Hold on.
We did this on the fly. Give us a second, y'all. Bear
That's
with
okay.
us.
That's okay. But even in that, and I do a lot of stuff on the fly. Trust me. Matter of fact, I'll even do it this way. Since Paris is coming up with that, I'm going to send Paris a screenshot real quick of a 1 week check.
Yeah,
1 week.
I'm gonna describe it. I'll describe it.
So give me one. Let me give it to you real quick. Unfortunately, I gotta hide the people's names, but I'm gonna send this to you real quick so you can actually see this 1 week pay. And I want you to tell them what's in the bottom left-hand corner. Hang on, here it comes. You can see it. So, and you can describe what you see in that bottom right-hand corner. So the reason why I'm showing that is that some people say, oh, no, you can't do this and that's not possible. You're right, because that's how you think. That's how you think. I just refuse to stop thinking like that. So that's a low end. That's a low end what I just sent you. Tell them what's in the bottom right-hand corner. That's a weekly. That's 1 week.
So
What's that 1 week at the bottom?
that's 1 week.
Look at the bottom right-hand corner. How much is that 1 week?
Oh, you over $6,000.
There you go.
Over $6,000 a week.
A week, that's a 1 week pay. Now we can keep going. Each week, each week it varies. But let me tell you, I'm telling you, people don't want to believe that it is possible. Matter of fact, let me send you the week before that, because I want you to be able to tell your people that it's possible. It's where your mind is. So this is 1 week. That's all it is. Okay, Paris, describe to your audience what you see on that text message. Because what I'm saying is the reason I was able to be successful is that I believed that I could. I got into this. And I was even on Clubhouse and I was telling people, look, I can show you guys how to do what I do. But one thing I don't do is I don't play games. That I'm not going to do. Tell them what you see in the bottom right-hand corner, and that 1 week.
We over 8,000. We over 8K.
So that's when
week.
that's everybody's in session. The week before, we had 2 drivers who was off of school. So am I right? Or am I right?
Whoa.
That's what I'm saying. It's possible. It's possible. I'm not just talking and gabbing. No, I'm making moves.
There's I would say a frame where this energy comes from. You know, it comes with some form of competence, because you say you have a 1, 2, 3, 4 process. Well, you say you went to 9. However, what's 1, 2, 3, 4?
Number 1 is come up with my business name. That's number 1. Make sure it's certified through the state. That's what people make a lot of changes and mistakes, because they think get the name, then get the EIN. Absolutely incorrect. You get the name. Make sure that name is verified, number 1. Number 2, once it's verified, go get your EIN number. You hold that EIN number. Number 3, go backwards and build your website, because if any bank is going to believe you, they're going to look you up. They're going to research you. And number 4, mine just came in the mail. I need you to register yourself with Google. You get yourself Google, that they can Google you. Now you're registered. And then after that, if the business is that amazing, get your trademark, which is actually what I'm working on now for my company, for my trademark. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is going out and making that phone call. This is such and such. I'm in this area. I'm doing this business. You need help, blah, 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 blah. People don't like cold calling. Start buying ads on Facebook. Unfortunately, I have to tell you, I didn't have to do that, because it came to me, because that's what the word says. Whatsoever man thinketh, so is he. I know business is going to come to me. I know they're going to call me. I know that it's possible. And I learned this stuff on the fly. That's it. And number 6 is, I repeated, number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, which is waking up every morning. Man, what can I do to get this? Go and do research on what someone else is doing. Figure out what they're doing. Figure out what makes sense. Talk to other people and bounce your ideas. You know why? It's because when you're in a silo by yourself, you'll never figure it out. That's the hardest thing, because you can't think of it all. You can't. My accountant, even though I'm working on payroll, I'm working on the numbers. She's the one to cut checks. She's in Virginia. I'm sorry, Georgia. Now I have an office that's about to open up Virginia. I have a Texas office where I just got back from Texas. You know how that worked? It's because my mind already said, well, Kathy, you can do it, but you can't do it all yourself. That's what I did. Then I repeated 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's contact the people that don't think like me. That's all I did. I can do my own accounting. Yes, I can. I can do my own check writing. Yes, I can. I can do my own research. Yes, I can. But I decided not to because one, it made me tired. Because how can I get extra business? And sometimes we get stingy when we're trying to build the framework for a business, and that's how we make that mistake. Come on, Parrish. Come on now. We're going to do a part 2 because I want to get a whole hour with you and walk people through that process. And if you could, get them to register. And we can have a whole session and we can make it in the evening when people are at home and we can all spend 30 minutes talking and the other 15 of them asking questions.
Get some.
And I'm volunteering my time on that.
That
volunteer.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Yes, because a lot of times, like, it starts with the mindset, but then after that, you got to get technical. You got to have a blueprint, and you got to know how to follow that particular blueprint. So that's also important. However, I remember personally, like, you know, I did a lot of reading myself. You know, I'm a rich dad guy, and, you know, the thing I got
time. And I used to work for that man.
Oh.
Yes, I worked for him. I was his first female Black to ever run his data center. Yes, I was. I'm here in Cincinnati. Yes. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Yeah. I worked for him.
Oh, no. Oh, hold on.
Let's saw him, talk to him every day. Yeah.
Oh, no. Let's forget what I was about to say. Let's touch on that.
No. We got to save that for that segment because I can go all the way in. We can't give it all out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. But I'm willing to show you guys how to work and start off a shoestring budget. That's the thing.
Okay.
That's the thing. We think we need to have all this money and we don't. We don't. I think the hardest thing was for me is finding my insurance. I got $2 million of insurance. That was the hardest thing for me to find, but it was nobody but God that gave that to me because someone knew someone who knew me, who knew someone else who also knew me. They was like, oh, Kathy Gray. Oh no, she good. So your name carries weight when you're right. Your name is right when it carries weight. That's why I'm known for giving to people. I'm known for volunteering. You know, as you see, here's my Harley Davidson t-shirt I wore especially for you. There you go. That is me on the back of that shirt. 3 likeness of me. First female ever in history. I'm on 9 t-shirts with the Harley Davidson dealership. They pay me to wear their stuff. Okay? And I ride for them. How is that possible? They want to have a conversation with me. The owners invited me to their house having a conversation with me. Oh, the question is, why? I have something to say. It's not what I say, but it's how I say it.
I know you're busy. And we're going to land the plane there. It's definitely going to be probably a part 4. It's probably going to be 4 parts to this. I do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like I said, Parrish, I want to volunteer my time. You send out an e-bite and you could actually probably name it launching a business on a shoestring budget. Okay. Because it's exactly what I did. Matter of fact, I can actually show you what my office looked like. And I launched all of this on a shoestring budget. So this is my office. This is my actual office.
Okay.
Everybody that log in, if you post this, and of course, there's my television.
Okay.
I have in my office. I launched all this off of a shoestring budget. Did a negotiation. Rent is $1,200 a month. I got it down to $440. Please don't even ask me how, but I'm gonna show you how to launch it on a shoestring budget. It's not what you say, it's not what you do, but it's how you say it and how you do it.
And there it is. Thank you for kicking back with us. Oh, thank you, Kathy Gray. If you got any more time, shout out anything that you want the audience to pay attention to. However, I will leave everything in the show notes as well.
Okay, listen, guys, if you want to reach out to me, if you want to check more out about me, I am the Kathy Gray. They call me the motivator, and I am number 1 when you pull me up on Google for motivator. Go into www.motvator.com. Again, that's motvator.com. ATOR.com. That'll be your girls, yours truly. Listen, I don't plan to take anybody up, but I plan to put you up on top. That's all that matters. I'm gonna let that play with your mind. I don't plan taking anybody up, but I plan to make sure you on top. Listen, I'm the Captain Gray. Listen, as I always say, if no one told you the day they love you, guess what? This girl loves you, and I really do mean it. Be blessed, take care of yourself, and you guys have a wonderful day.
And we out. Like to thank you guys for kicking back with us. If you want to connect with us on social media, you can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at The Entrepreneur Kickback, all one word. We also building out a YouTube channel. You can follow us on The Patton House on YouTube. You can also catch me on Twitter. If you want to hit me up on Twitter, I'm at Podcaster Patton on Twitter. I'm also on Clubhouse. If you want to hit me on Clubhouse, you can hit me at PPatton248 on Clubhouse. Also, if you want to check out our website, theentrepreneurialkickback.com. Right now, you can listen to the show, and it also connects you to all our social media and our links. And you can listen to us on the website and all podcasting platforms. I'd like to thank you guys. Peace.